Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. The art of leadership is delegation.
That information is not available. This constitutes all available data.
You know what they say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Good morning. Morning. So anyway, let's just get on with it. So we're gonna... Not happy. The spindle's okay, but takes too long to take out the waffle. And I'd like to be able to make it modular if at all possible. If at all possible, maybe. So let's give that a go. Let's have a look at the spindle, break it into sections, somehow get it to join each other, and yeah, little tweak on it, a little tweak here and there. Maybe we can make it so it's easier to build, stack in a stack. How it's going to fasten together, I don't know. So let's try and do it. Okay, last live stream towards the end, I got my fan on and it was blowing on the mic. There's no foam over it, so it was making a wobbling noise. So I heard it playing back and I thought, what is going on? Thought it was a hardware issue. No, it's not. It's just the fan blowing directly over to the... It's a condenser mic. It's a Rode NT1A condenser mic. So it's 48 volt phantom powered. Anyway, let's just get on with this little bit of a job. So I've done a tidy up. A quick tidy up. There's still loads left, but I've had a bit of a tidy up. I've got rid of a lot of stuff, so it's still there though. I've managed to rescue my brass inserts out of all the scrap. I've disassembled all the old units to get rid of them, put them all in the bucket, apart from the last two. Apart from, just got these two now. So yeah, because that one can still be used, there's hardly any difference, apart from the plates. So I'm just going to mill out two new plates and a new printer back part for it. So it is slightly different, so maybe we'll just get rid of it all and start again. But let's leave that for now. So the spindle, I've thrown all the spindles away as well. Right, let's get over to this bit. So breaking apart the spindle, making it a modular. Might come in handy to be modular. So basically you can have different fittings. Yeah, so anyway, I need to sort that out, so here we go. Right, so this is what we're looking at the minute. This is all printed at the minute in one. Now it's quite difficult to break it apart. But the shaft, it does go over the shaft, but we're going to make it without the shaft. Or we might have to push a shaft into it to hold it all together. I don't know yet. So we've got to break it down. Let me just check we've got some audio. Yeah, we've got some audio. So we have to break it down into sections. So we've got the seat that sits onto the aluminium. Tell you what, let's break it down even further. Let's get rid of the stepper motor. Hang on, the add-on. Right, so you just got this bit. Let's get rid of the chassis clamps. the SO239s, the fixings. Okay, we've still got another fixing there, so hang on. Probably haven't got this. Just group that and group that and get it over to the fixing layer. If I can see the fixing layer, where are you? There. And this one also into the fixing layer. Right, okay. Copper strip. Have we got a copper strip layer? We'll leave that there for a bit. Yeah, so this bit that sits down here, we've allowed for a certain margin on it, but the margin just makes things drop a little bit, so the whole thing drops. So I need it to seat. I want to break it down into modular bits, just to make it easier to print. So it worked okay. There was a little bit of slackness there, which made the ball bearings slack. So if you put the stepper motor in, stepper motor assembly, it basically, the shaft would go up, shaft of the spindle off the stepper motor would go in that inside there, and fasten it all in place, sort of thing. But like I say, when everything worked out great, the stop worked out great. Because it's a stop as well, it's gonna have to be interlocked with the rest of it somehow. And the more fittings we have in interlock, the more chance for play. So, got to be a bit careful. Alright, let's just get rid of the base aluminium. Right. So we've got this bit here. Tell you what, have we got ball bearings? I think we got ball bearings. K3 tier A. What is that? Okay. K3 tier A. It's a weird name. That's a weird name. Bearings. Did I have bearings? Ball bearings. No. Okay. Can't see it for looking. Base. Yeah. Shaft. K3 tier A. I never labelled that. That must have been brought back. Yeah, when I copied it from. Yeah, I know where it came from. It came from my. Yeah, so let's make a new one. Call it ball bearings. That was the name from another model where I brought them in from. So I just need to get rid of those. Right, so we're going to change that to ball bearings. Okay, we'll hide the ball bearings layer, and then we want the copper strip. Oh, it's already under copper strip, so we can get rid of copper strip if we can find it. There it is. Okay, so we're just left with the shaft. So this shaft's currently being printed all in one. So I need to section it up, I think. We've got a slightly smaller diameter there than the rest of it. Now, we needed that initially. Whether we still need it like that is another question. So I can see distinct areas that so that would be an area or a tier or a level. Then I suppose that would be another one, and that would be another one. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we've got 3 different areas. So I'll either make a copy of it. Yeah, let's make a copy of it so we don't wreck it. Right, so we're going to copy it, paste it in place. I'm going to move it over by 200 mil. So we've got 2 of them. We're going to make it unique. Hang on. Oh, I didn't probably. Did I make that a component? Yes, I did. Okay, so I'm going to cut it, paste it in place. Right, so now that is a component, so I'll make it unique so it don't affect the other one. Call it new layer of new spindle. Or let's call it modular spindle. Modular spindle. Let's put that in the modular spindle layer. Where's it put it? There. Okay, so if we turn off the modular spindle, that's it. Right, so we've got this here now. Now we're going to need to explode it, probably. We won't do that yet, though. We'll go into it. Right, here's all the individual bits. So, I think at least what we'll do for starters is grab what we can. So I'm going to cut. We won't cut it, we'll copy it. We'll paste it in place. And then we'll make it a section, so we'll group it. Right, so we've got that there. Now we'll move it down. Move it down, I don't know, 50 mil. Maybe 50 mil was a bit too much. Anyway, we'll have a look at it. Yeah, so we've got a copy of that. Right, so what I'm trying to do is be able to print it out. So, in order to print it without support material, I need to print it on its flat layer, so upside down. So, what I need to do is somehow make this. That's actually getting in the way now. Can I turn that off? Yeah, modular spindle. Right. So we want to make this a. Oops. Copper strip shaft. Let's just turn that off. Copper strip shaft. Turn that off. Right. So we can just work on this bit. So we've got all the sizes, but we will need to make it filled. So how do we do that? I need that here. Might have to turn it round. So there's the inner ID of that shaft. So I need a copy of that. And that, so I need a copy of it. Copy, and then we'll come out, paste it in place, and then we're going to have to move it up. So we'll just take it up. Something like that will do for now. We need to bring it down so it's level with this layer. So let's bring it down. We want it on here. So that's it. Okay. That's so far so good. We'll still need that line, but yeah, so we need that. As long as the shaft, because it, yeah, the shaft has got to be able to lock in. So we're going to have to be very clever here to make a whole keep the hole for the steel shaft off the stepper motor, and also create this as a lock into the piece above it. So we're going to have to be a little bit clever there. So we've got this much space to deal with. We've got 2.6, yeah, just over 2.5 mil diameter around it. So we know that needs to be a shaft straight down to there. So we can either link them up. Let's try and link them up. So I'll just go from there to there, there to there. Give me a second. Hey up, sorry. So on Sunday, the families, they need to interact. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, I'll carry on while I was chatting, rather than play a random whatever it was, intro. Yeah. Unfortunately, people phone you up when you're streaming. I don't know. I'm not the world's best family member, put it that way. There was a word, what did they call me? I can't remember now. Isolated? Yeah, I don't know, I can't remember what they called me. Anyway, so that's the bit we've just filled in there. So in order to get rid of all the lines, I'm just going to go like this and go smooth. And that's got rid of all the lines. So we've got the inner shell for the shaft. And we're coming up to the right point here. We've still got our other bits going on which we want to keep. So from this end it looks all hunky-dory. Right, so now we've got to work out how we're going to fit. Yeah, we'll leave that alone, I think, for now. Right, so that's the bottom bit done. Well, we need to go back up to the shaft. What have I done with it? Modular spindle. Right, put that back there. So we've still got the old bit there. So what we need now is probably need this bit making. Yeah, so we've got to fit that bit between the two. So it's got to lock into that bit's got to lock into this bit, and also probably lock into this bit, because we're going to be printing this flat without that bit. So we need that bit now over there with some kind of step in it that locks into the bottom and locks into the top, enough to turn it without it slipping, but still enough range on it for the metal shaft of the stepper motor to go in, although it only has to do there if it locks in. So yeah, right, so I suppose we could do with measuring it for a start. Let's just measure it. 6mm, that's handy, it's exactly 6mm. Right, so what I need to do now is put a 6mm on top of this. So we'll keep that like that, and we'll put a 6mm, 5.2mm. Ah, what's different? Oh, 6mm. Yeah, I got it. So it's that size, and then we need to move it up by 6mm. Right, so that's basically that shaft. So that's the shaft, but it's still separate like that. Look. So I'll get that into a. Well, I'll do that in a minute. So I need to see. Yeah, I need to probably extend that piece. How far does it go in? Let me have a look. I'll have to go X-ray mode. So it goes right up above it, look, see that? So we're going to have to copy that piece again and use it again. Right, let's do that then. We're getting there slowly. We've got to be able to print it out, you see. So if I get this, if I go into this bit and grab hold of, I'll have to get this bit, hang on, it's gone into exploded view for some reason. Just make sure I haven't got anything else selected. Don't think so. No, you're okay. So I need to copy that now. copy it, paste it in place. We need to hide this bit now, which is the... no, that's the old bit. So we haven't called that a level, so let's create a... right, let's create a new layer. I'm going to call this the Spindle, say modular spindle. Oh, we forgot the capital M. Modular spindle. Let's call it the bottom. Okay, so we're going to put that into the modular spindle bottom layer. If I can find it, there it is. And we're going to turn that off a minute so we can work on this bit. We need to push that all the way through. Oh, we're missing a bit. That's a shame. Okay, it was only one section, so it couldn't go far wrong. Right, let's push that all the way through. Right, let's give it a smoothing. Okay, so we've got this section here. Now that on its own doesn't lock into anything, so we're going to have to make some lock-in mechanism. It will lock into the spindle, but it won't lock into the other bits. Right, so we're going to call this the... right, that's the bottom. We want a modular... if I could spell modular spindle. It's not going to be the mid, so bot. I'll just call it bot mid for lack of anything else to call it. Let's group it. Call it modular spindle bot mid. Oops, what have I done? Right, modular spindle bot mid, there we go. So we can turn that off and on. Right, okay. Right. So we need to find a way of locking that into whatever space we got here. So this can't grow up. This can only grow hollow, I think. It's going to be difficult though to make it hollow. Yeah. So somehow that's going to have to fasten into there. Easier said than done. So if what I don't want is to, hang on, if I turn that off a minute. What I don't want is, actually those two will lock into each other. So what I'll probably have to make is a shaft, a plastic that goes in instead of the stepper motor add-on. A plastic piece that you push in that you pull out, so it takes the place as a stepper motor. It holds the spindle together. Then you pull it out, and your spindle then holds that bit together. Maybe. Right, so maybe. Yeah, because I can only do so much here, upside down. I'll be printing it, hang on, where have I gone? So it'll be printed that way up on the bed, the heat plate, or whatever they call it, build plate. And I can only do tiny little bits, and it'll overhang and it won't come out very nice. So it's best to not do that at all. So, but the shaft will go through this and out here, and it'll hold it all in place, so we can ignore that. So to that end, let's just ignore that bit. But without the shaft, we'll have to have a 3D printed shaft that goes in to replace the spindle shaft. So this can be made into one now, can't it? Now, do we need to do anything for mounting this, or maybe not? No, let's just do it like that. Right, okay. So what I need to do is probably get rid of that one. Can I delete that? I can. I need to make this part of the model without selecting anything else. Luckily we have done. So right, it's all there, isn't it? Right, so I need to just intersect the faces with the model. Yeah, that's it. I need to delete that. Right, let's come out of X-ray mode. So that is a finished thing. Yeah, finished thing. So that is good. So far, so good. So we've got that one done. Right, so that'll stay as it is. So we'll bring back the other bit. Now this is just going to be like that as well. But we do end up running out of spindle. So we've got to be a little bit careful here. So let's just have a look at the other bit, the main model. So we've got to create this bit now. But this, if it's printed flat, it can have some prongs. Or that is just the end of the spindle. If I bring back the... Oh, hang on. Where's it gone? Right, so we'll bring that one back. And the old shaft, where's that gone? Stepper motor, copper shaft. Right, so that one, and if we X-ray, we can see the shaft just goes slightly short there, which is okay. We need some space. Alright, so that's separate, this is separate. So we're slightly into that one. Now we could just push a piece of plastic that we've printed all the way through to join them all up. Yeah, that's probably the easiest thing to do. We can't go any higher than that though, because the copper strip has to go through there. So that is a little bit of a problem. Yeah, so we won't be able to, we'll have to figure a different way of locking that into this. So we've got to find a nice way of locking it together. So if we... Right, that's going to be a bit awkward. Bit awkward on how to lock that. Let's go back to the other one. Stepper motor, I don't know. Right. Let's go back to this one. So we've got the bottom two bits sorted out. Now we need this bit here. So we could grab that, but we've got to work out how we're going to fit it to the other bit. It is the end. Maybe I could bring that down a touch if we needed to, because I think it was down here, the end of the stepper motor shaft. Right, so so we've got this section here that goes up and round the strip. Well, the strip pushes in there. It's almost like a keyway. So basically, yeah, that would have to sit in the disc. Yeah, so you could push these through. So the disc could have a section there, and then you, yeah, almost like a fork. almost like that kind of thing. So it would turn it. Yeah, so that might work. Let's just carry on. If I can remember that long enough to proceed with it. So that would be flat, and the keyway's got it. Now, so we could bring up the sides into there. Yeah, it's difficult. Very difficult. Let's just come out of X-ray a minute. Right. So let's go back to this one. This is our new build. Well, we've sorted that bit out. That's able to be printed, and so is that. And in fact, I could print that off, but we'll print it all in one go. We'll separate it on the build plate and just have one STL that does them all. Well, not STL, 3MF, whatever they call it. Right, so what I need then is a copy of this now, really. Right, let's get a copy of that then. So we'll grab this out of here, get a copy of that. So copy, paste in place. We'll bring it down. Let's just say bring it down to here for now. Have a look at it. Right. Actually, if we're printing it flat with holes in, I could do the next piece as well, so I'll undo that. Undo, paste. We'll take the next bit with it. All of that bit there, apart from the top, because that'll be printed flat as well. Alright, so what I need to do is grab it from here like this, paste it in place. Oh no, don't want to do that. Undo, paste, redo, paste. Oh, undo, paste. It's alright, I've lost the selection, so I'll have to get it again. Click the wrong thing. Copy, paste in place. I'll have to move it down by about something like that, so we've got most of it. And we don't want this bit on there, so can I grab that off there without taking that? Oh, okay, it's not going to do it then, is it? Let's do it bit by bit then. Have it your way. I'm just going to take that off there. Right, so we've got all that off. We've still got everything else we wanted from it. Okay, let's make it into a... we'll group it. And we've got to... so we're going to fasten that. Can't remember how we said we're going to fasten it now. Oh yeah, that's the end of it. So it needs to be down on there, so the shaft would finish somewhere there. So we need a mechanism for adding that on top of this. So what we're going to have to do is have a look at it. I think I need to get that filled over. Right, so what have we got here? Can I just do that? No. So I need to grab that and put it find the middle if I can make it settle. No. Right, let's try it like this. I've got to get it away from all the rest of the geometry. Is that it? No. I wonder why it's not staying in line. That's weird. Very strange. Let's try it a different way. No, it's not. It's going into it instead of on it. Come on, you can do it. So oh, almost. That looks very strange. Oh, that's weird. It's just not wanting to reference. Maybe that's it. Yeah, that's it. You got it in the end. Good old SketchUp. Right, so we covered it up. That's okay because that's the end of the shaft bit there. In order to simplify that, we could probably get rid of that bit there. I think we'll get rid of that. Let's make sure we haven't. Oh no, we've got a load of other stuff with it. Got to be careful you don't see all that stuff there. So we'll have to just get rid of bit by bit. Okay, so we've got rid of that. Alright, so I've still got that bit there. So what we've got to do now is come and have a look at what we're doing. So that's got to lock into there somehow. So we're going to 3D. That's a separate piece. That's on its own, so we can have some sections that come up somehow. Something that locks into some cavities in this, but the cavities will have to print all the way through, and they can only go at the sides. So oh yeah, that's a smaller thing than that. Right, let me just save all that a minute. The idea is we can just put it onto the build plate and print all the little pieces off in one go. And if it's modular, then you can edit each one. You know. So we need a way. We've run out of shaft there. There's no more shaft on that one. So what we could do is sealing that up. Yeah, let's seal that up. Let's just go into this one and put that back over it. Nope, didn't work. Undo circle. Which circle have I just undone now? Redo circle. Must have been the other one. So we've got that. Why wouldn't it give me the circle? No, it's not having it. Weird. Wonder what that is. Strange. Okay, so we need the circle there for a reference. Okay, so I'll take it off. I'll come out and I'll paste it in place. Right, so we're back there and we'll cut it. We'll paste it in place, so we've got that bit there, so it's still, yeah, that's okay. That's one way of doing it. Right, so that's complete sort of thing. We need a way of interlocking it. So let's come back the other way and come out of that. So we've got this bit here, and they're all lined up still where they should be. Now we can't do anything to the side, to the inner bit. It's got to be the edges. So that's lined up with that. So we're going to have to somehow interlock it. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got a certain thickness to do. So we can interlock that. Depends how far we go. I'll just try it. So let's go into this bit. Now we need to put some sections across it somehow. So what I can do is can't get too close to the end, but it's going to go up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's just say we go like that. Can't get too close to that, so I'll put one there. Can't get too close, so something like that. So what does that make it? 1.36 millimeters. But we're going to go up anyway, so we're not going to affect the shaft there. Yeah, because the shaft finishes anyway, so that's fine. Let's undo that. Alright, so we can come here like that. Oh, so put that line there, and in fact that whole thing could go up, couldn't it? But whatever we do there, it needs to be the same here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not right. Ah, that's too close. Oh, it's going up though anyway. Okay, so we got that. What happened there? Oh, we just undone that. Right. So I suppose we could do that. Yeah, we could do that, and maybe do that. Get rid of that one. So we could bring this one up. Let's just say 3 mil, 4 mil. Bring that one up 4 mil. Okay, so we've got something. It's quite tough, this ABS. So you've got a nice piece there, 2 mil and 2 mil, both the same. Right, now we need to bring that through, so copy those. We need to copy these. Copy them and paste them in place, and bring them up to the surface, just like that. Oops, what have I done? Undo, move. I didn't let go of them. Didn't click, right. So I'll put them there. I'll spin round. So we've got this bit here. So we're clearing this piece here. Okay, so I tell you what would be nice, if these prongs were the same size as the copper strip. Yeah, although we'll have a look at that. Maybe it's better if they're not. Right, so we've got that there. And we need to probably hollow that out, so let's just grab hold of that. Right, so cut them, paste them in place, and right, we need to send it through if possible. Send it through and have a look. So we've got that now. And we've extended it through. Whether we needed it extending through is another story. And we don't need that anymore, or that. Okay, it's looking okay. Right, so that can be printed now, because there's no overhang there or there. So the only overhang we've got is this bit here. We don't really want an overhang, but that we did have to print it with waffle. Be nice if we didn't need the waffle. But anyway, I'll keep it as it is for now. Looks like a tank turret now. Anyway, right. So I need to push that over that. Let's see if we can do that. So we want it to go onto there. How do we do that? From there down onto there. Is that okay? Can't tell. Let's have a look in X-ray mode. Is that right? Probably. They're a little bit short. Let's come out of X-ray mode. So we know we were 6mm from this to there. 6mm from there to there. That's it. So we're in the right place. So we've made the bottom section, the middle, or the bottom mid, and now we're going to call this one the modular spindle mid top, bot mid, top mid, top mid, top mid, top mid. There we go. So we've got 3 sections that can be printed without waffle to a certain degree, apart from that overhang. And there's also overhang here, so you're going to have some waffle, unless we make that a separate piece that slots over. Yeah, so you've got your slots that come up from this one. Hang on, let's just hide that one. So you've got them slots, but they could go a bit higher and slot into this piece. So we'll have to make it in bits probably. I don't know. Yeah, so it would allow us to make this as a one piece. And what would hold it now? Because it could then expand, and then the thing could slide. The copper strip could slide out the side. We don't want that. So we'll make it in one piece still. So that locks onto that. Let's hide the bot mid. So without the bot mid, so the shaft holds that onto there. Yeah, so that's printed upside down, so we can't have anything sticking out there. This next bit is printed like that flat, so we can make that there. That's okay. Then the bit here is printed flat, so that can be printed like that. Yeah. Then what's left? So whether they come all the way out is another story. Right, let's just have a look at the original. So we're okay up until that point. So 4.167. 4.167, so that's that bit there. So we need the top bit now. Yeah, the top bit, which can be printed flat, and all the rest of it in one without a problem. Yeah. Alright, let's get the top bit off. We've got to work out how we're going to join it up yet though. Copy, paste in place, bring it down. We don't want to bring it all the way down, do we? Oh, go on then. Why not? Right, so we're back there, and this should be that's it, 4.16. So if we make that a group that, and of course this is going to have a new layer. Modular Spindle top. Modular Spindle top. Okay. Right. So we've got to work out how we're going to join that now. So we should have ended up back with what we had before. Yeah. We've got basically the same thing. So let's have a look at this. There's obviously going to be more to this than meets the eye. Yeah, there's a big piece missing. So how do we join that up? Is that going to be the same again? Those prongs going to go straight up. Let's have a look. So we've got this here. That can be printed flat. So these other prongs can go straight up into it. So we need to extend those prongs. How far down are we? Oh, hang on, can't see it from there. Let me just hide that a minute. So we can measure from there up to there, 1.62. So if I bring them up 1.62, and I need to go higher, but I'll bring them up level for now, 1.62. So that should have brought them level. No, it hasn't. Why not? That one has, this one didn't. What went wrong? Weird. Right, let's try again. Hang on, let's do it an easy way. Alright, that's brought them level. Right, so we level there, so it comes straight through. What we need to do now is bring back the other bit. So if we can get hold of this, just need to go and hide the rest of the model. Turn it upside down. We need to put that back. Fill that up. So we need to put a right, that's okay. So we've got that there. That needs to be whole. I can't quite work out what we've got, so let's come out of it and have a look. Right, so that one is the thicker one. Okay, so it's got a bit more thickness to it, so we can do a bit more with that one. And we know where, if I hide the top spindle, we're flush with the ends, so they can come out more. But this could be any shape you want, really, maybe. So it's going to be printed that way. That's the bottom, that's the top. Do these push further in? Could do, couldn't it? So let's copy them. Let's copy these again. Paste in place. Hide the top mid. And bring back the top. Probably need to lose the bottom mid as well. So we've got them there. So we could just sink them into there, easy enough. Just push them in like that. So in that case we don't need this anymore. Don't need that, or that. And we need to bring these into the model. Right, we can print, we'd have to take them all the way up though. Yeah, we can't go all the way up. Yeah, we can't. We're going to print that upside down, so we've got the cavity would either want to come all the way out. We don't want to do that necessarily, so unless we have waffle. So is there another way of doing it? Right, I've lost my track of it now, so let's go back the other way. Right, let's go back the other way. Right, what we've got missing? We've got the spindle missing there. So that just pushes over the prong, so that's nothing to worry about. Now these prongs go up and touch onto there. They don't yet come out. So, and it has to be printed that way up. Yeah. So these do need to go into there, but right, so yeah, we've got some so that's all one there. That's all one. So get rid of the, hang on, that one. So that's one on its own. that slots on, yeah, that you can put your metal strip into. What else? So we've got the spacer that comes all the way through. No, it doesn't actually go, it stops there. Then the top bit sits on. Now we've got a new way of attaching it. How can we attach that? I want to print it flat like that. Yeah, definitely need to print it flat like that. So, unless we have some waffle. Alright, let's just have a look at that then. See if we can. Maybe we're going to have some waffle, but not all the way down now. How far do we need to go? We don't need to go a lot. Well, that ultimately that knob will drive the rest of it. So it got to go down a fair way. But this doesn't have to be that shape, does it? Hang on, let's just come out a minute. So that just passes it through, doesn't it? So it slots over it. But it doesn't have to be even. Oh, it does, yeah, sorry. It does have to be that shape because you've got to get your copper strip to go through. You can't have anything else here. So the reason we've done it like that is to pass over the strip. But once we're over the strip, we don't need. Yeah, so we don't. Yeah, we'll pass them all the way up like that. Yeah, so pass it up like that. So that can be printed. Right, so I'll come out of that. And this bit. Yeah, I'm just actually wondering if yeah, so maybe we should split this up again. Yeah. So we'll split this up. And then we'll have a different kind of shaft to drive this. Yeah, so we might have to go another one. Right. Let's go on that premise then. So let's go in here. Let's select everything like that, or we go the other way like that and delete it. Right, so delete the knob off it. Yeah, so we print this. Yeah, that makes sense to print that like that. But we will need to get rid of this. Oh no, not rid of that. Ah, it's part of that, is it? Right, okay. Right, let's just do something here. That's it. So we can delete this. Get rid of this for now, because that'll be a separate piece. Right, so we've got that able to be printed like that. Now that needs to go all the way up, so we need to push that up to there and up to there. Right, so what's that looking like? It's weakened it there, hasn't it? Okay, so it's only a ball bearing. So in order to make it stronger, we're going to have to shape these. So let's undo push pull. Let's go back underneath and modify these a bit. So we want enough on it. So let's say we go like that. Now let's give it a bit more, like that. Is that going to be enough? 3 point something and 2. Should be alright. Should be alright. Let's go on that premise. Okay, so then we can push that all the way through. Okay, so that can now be printed that way up. We need to build a shaft on this to go into the other shaft as well. So we'll do that in a minute. We need to bring these up. This one. Oh, it's not there, is it? It's not that one. It's the next one down. That one there needs to come up. Need to cut these up a bit. So it's going to be an ever decreasing thing. I say thing because I don't know what else to call it. So then we'll just bring those up. I'm not sure how far. Better find out first. So they're coming up to there, and we just need to make them go up that far. 1.75. 1.75, yeah. Could always make them thicker. Could make this thicker if need be. But we'll try it at a 1.75. Right, so just go back into this bit and bring them up 1.75. 1.75. Okay. Right, so let's just save all that. So the last bit is the shaft attachment. So we need to go up here and grab the shaft. Paste in place, bring it down somewhere. It's like what's the name in it? No, I'll put it there. Right, need to get rid of these extra bits. Okay, right, so we've got that. We probably shouldn't have got rid of the other bit. Okay, so we want now something that'll fit into there. Is that like something like that would probably be okay, wouldn't it? Yeah. So let's grab this. Copy it and can we paste it in place? Oops. Undo close. So I need to move that down. Move that down onto the surface. No, that's not quite gonna fit. It's not gonna do that, is it? No, we're slightly... We don't have to have that shape, we can have a hex shape. Yeah, let's have a hex shape for a change. Or do we... Yeah, right, so undo that. That's a little bit too much for us. Undo, paste. Right, so we need a thinner one, which is the same one as we got down here. So I'll have a smaller shaft. Don't know if that's a good idea. Because that's a weak point then, isn't it? Oh well, tell you what, let's just copy that. Paste it in place. We need to bring it up to there. Okay, so we've got it there. Oh, it needs to go down to here, doesn't it? Sorry. Let's bring that down onto there. Oh, it's still the same, is it? Oh no, it misses this time. Okay, I mean we grow. Actually, no, didn't need to worry about that because them are finishing there anyway, and we're growing this up, so it's fine. Although we'd have ended up with an overhang. We don't want an overhang. Okay, so let's just drop it to the floor on the face of the group. Cut it. Paste it in place. I need to grow it up. Now, where do we grow it up? Same size as that? Why not? Let's get rid of the extra geometry. Right, that's it. And we'll need a small... Yeah, a small... How much are we going to do it by? 0.5. Yeah. Just to make it easier to... Oh, it's going to be one of them, is it? Oh, not that one. I keep getting the wrong bit. Right, so we're just going to drop that down by 0.5. Is that too much? Probably too much. Undo move. 0.25. There you go. Right, I'll just help it fit on. It could grow. It could grow to there to make. Yeah, we'll grow it. Actually, let's undo that. Undo move. Undo offset. Undo soften ends. Undo push pull. Let's get this to be bigger. We'll take up the available space to make it stronger. Take up the available space to make it stronger by growing that out to there. Yeah. So we get rid of that one. We'll bring that up to there, and then we'll Get rid of the extra geometry. Right, so we've got a bigger piece, and we're not getting in the way of anything. Yeah, we're still being able to print it. And oops, wrong one again. I'm constantly picking up the wrong tools. I think it was better actually go point, let's just do 0.5, keep it all the same, 0.5 by 0.5. Right, okay, so we've got that there, that's okay. Now to print that, you don't want surfaces. Oh, I don't think I got a surface. Luckily the surface is gone, that's okay. Yeah, we're alright, so we'll leave that as it is. Right, what's next? Oh yeah, we need the other end of this. Oh, I'm gonna have to grab that. Yeah, so we've got a side on it. We could have just made that into a hex, but we'll keep it all the same. Could have been something different. We'll keep it like that. We don't bother putting any tolerance in it, spacing. I've tried that before and it ended up being slack, so we just print it the exact size. Yeah, copy, paste it in place. Right, we need to move that up to there. But we need to cover this up first. Right, hang on. Need to make that into something. So group that. Need to rename the layer. We need to rename this layer top. It's no longer the top. So it's a top mid. We've got top mid, so it's top mid, top upper, yeah, top upper. Okay, so we're gonna go change that to top upper. No, we're not. Yeah, top upper. That one's going to be called top. Oh, we haven't got one called top. It's not anymore. So modular spindle top. Top. There we go. Modular spindle top. Okay, I need to go into that. Andy Crowley, Ham Radio, how are you doing today? I'm alright, how are you? I'm on again. I thought I'd finished the physical, but we're on again. I needed to make the spindle easier to make without all the waffle. You don't want to sit there 5 minutes pulling out the waffle and messing around with it, so try and make it modular. It might have a benefit anyway. It might have a benefit where you can swap bits around and stuff. Don't know. Yeah. Welcome to the live stream. There we go. Oh dear, I forgot how to operate this. Oops, can't spell. Right, there you go. I'll put it in the stream, in the chat. Yeah, so we're splitting this up. Splitting it up. So I need to put an infill on that one. Just need to make it easier to make. So I can 3D print all these pieces and push them together without taking the waffle off them. I can't find the centre easy. Now we'll be able to. No, that's not the right layout. Right, let's try again. No, that's not going to do it. You've got to get this in the right orientation, otherwise it'll start finding something else. There you go. Right, so we've got the layer on it. We did end up. What have I done with that? Paste in place. Which one is it? Oh, there it is. So I did paste it in place. Now I've got to lower it down onto there, like that. And I've got to cut it. Go into this and paste it in place. And then work out how far we've got to go with it, which is whatever the depth of that is. 2.650 plus 3.150. Let's try that. Alright, so we're going to go back into this, take it down 3.150, or do we give it a bit of clearance? 3.2. Give it a bit extra, bit of air gap. Right, so we've got that there. We need to make it easy to fit, so we'll, although we've made the other one easy to fit, so we'll leave that like that. So we've got a cavity now. That's a pity. That is a pity, because then I've got to have waffle. Don't want waffle. Alright, let's have another look at it then. Alright, let's bring that back to where it's supposed to go. It's got to sit over that, has it? Is there another way of doing it? So that sits over that. This goes up and sits in that. Although I have done... No, that's okay. Because I do the same thing there. And then I just... It comes out. It's one nice piece. Yeah, so we're okay. Right, so it went far away then. So I need to bring that down to the surface. Wrong tool. Right, wrong tool. So I need to bring that down as it is to the surface. To the surface. Go on. Alright. Okay, so we've got exactly the same what we had at the top, but we're in sections, so you should be able to hide the sections. So let's just go from the top down. So top off. Hang on, let's go a bit closer. On an angle. So got top off, top upper off, top mid off, bot mid off, and bottom. Yeah. So the bot mid right, so that's relying on the spindle to be pushed in. So we'll have to print a plastic spindle to push in that you have to pull out to put your add-on stepper motor add-on, so that it holds the two together unless it can be done differently. This bit here, let's just have a look at this bit here. Well, like what we've got here. So we've got plenty of plastic, and that's going to be printed flat, and that's flat. So we can't, yeah, we can't. So we're going to have the other piece that goes in. So we're going to have to print. Yeah, we do need a little end on this. So right, so I need that. Hang on, I need that. That and that. Oh. I wonder if I can get it from the top. Is the top any easy to get? No. Right, so we want that with nothing else. See, I've got that look. That would have been a problem. So let's try and get it a little bit like that. Make sure there's no blue anywhere else selected. No. So we want that. So we're going to copy that. What I need to do is paste it in place. I need to turn off some stuff. Right, I need to make it solid like that. Then I need to make it a certain length. I don't know, say 20mm for starters. Let's get rid of the excess lines. Right, and it needs to be like a peg. I've made one of these before. So I've got to select all that. 0.5 and no, but that's because I've got this as well. So I've got 0.5 there. Now the bottom is going to have a flat piece on it, so you can pull it out. Somehow pull it out of there. Right, where's the rest of the model gone? What have I done with it? Have I gone? Oh, I've switched it all off. Thought I deleted it then. So there's the bottom bit. So we need to copy something to flatten it, like an end cap. So I'll get that there. Turn it off. Paste it in place. We can bring that shaft down to the bottom. So we need to bring that level with that. There, that's it. So there's our base. It needs to have a certain thickness. Can I just draw it in or not? Yeah. We need a thickness on it, so let's say 1.5 mil. 1.5 mil. So we made a little pin, and we don't want this bit, so let's just get rid of that. Oh, hang on. Let's do a slightly different way of doing it. Select it from this way and not select that or that or that. that might do it, maybe. Yeah. Let's just make sure I haven't got any rogue geometry. No, we look okay. Right, somehow you've got to be able to get that out. So I need a bit of a lip for a screwdriver. Yeah, so I need a bit of a step in it somewhere. Probably near there. Yeah. So let's put a somewhere for your screwdriver to go. Let's just go down, not a lot. Let's go down 0.75. Okay. Right, so we've got that. That's going to be printed and pushed in to join the two together. So, right, let's make that into a group. Got to give it another modular spindle shaft. Is it a shaft? Too much like the other shaft. So it's nodules. Insert. Okay, so modulus spindle. Where are you? Insert. Okay, so we've got the insert. Let's put it in 3D. So X-ray mode. Let's get sort of central there. Right, bring the bottom onto it. Have a look at that. So, oops, I'm in the wrong thing. Right, so yeah, we're coming through the middle of that keyway. Then we bring the bot mid that fits over it, and so that shaft joins these two together. Then we get top mid that pushes over top. Will it push over top? Let's have a look. Yeah. Let's see if we. Oh no, that shaft is actually too long. So that it's going right through. So we don't want it that long. So we need to shorten it by. Shorten it by 37.4. Shorten it by 4 mil. Shorten it by 4 millimeters. Okay, so what have we got now? It's just teetering on, isn't it? No, we don't want it there at all, do we? No. We don't want it there at all, so it's still too long. Let me just have a look at this bit. Yeah, that needs to be below that. So we need it lower than that. Yeah, well, it almost needs to be the same as the stepper motor shaft. So another 1.5 mil lower. Alright, what's that like? That's okay. Yeah, that's alright. Okay, so there's your shaft, joins them two up. Then we want the top upper for the bearings, the bearing part, and then we got the keyway reproduced again the other side of this, and then we want the top on it, which sits over top of it and joins all together. Right, I think we're ready to put it onto into Bamboo Lab and just print one out. Alright, let's just go through them one at a time. Gonna make sure there's no weird stuff in it. So let's do them one at a time. Is it best to look at them in monochrome? Probably doesn't make no difference. Right, so let's have a look. So we can see all the way through there. Yeah, and we're looking okay. We've got no... Yeah, that looks okay as it is. That's fine. Next piece. This piece here. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah. Just need... one of these need a bevel on it to make it go in easier. Probably not. You could do though. You could put a little bevel on the top. Well, that could be beveled and so could that, but no, we'll leave it as it is. We'll leave it as it is. Okay, and then we've got the next bit, which is this bit here. Let's have a look. So we've got... looks okay, I think. No, there's... no, there's no surface there, that's fine. No surface. Oh. Yeah, we've got a surface. Oh no, we do need a surface there. Yeah, we do need a surface there. So everything is looking okay according to that. Maybe. Or is there a surface there? Let's zoom in case there's a surface here. Oh, hang on. Do we need a surface there? Yeah, we do. Anyway, so that looks okay. Right, so then you got this bit. That looks okay, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks okay. Then you got... it's like stages of the Apollo rocket. So that one's okay there. That's hollow. That's solid. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I think it looks alright. Apart from... let's come out of X-ray mode and have a look at it in monochrome. Let's make sure we've got no weird colours. No, we're alright. Okay. So we've got this extra bit on the bottom that you can lever out to pull it out, so then you can put your shaft of your stepper motor in. Now that is going to stand it off the desk a little bit, or wherever you put it. It probably needs some rubber feet on it anyway. Right, I think that's it. So let's save it all and output these as STL files. So in order to make this work, I'm not sure, let's do one at a time. So we'll output that as an STL file. There's more things to output. Right. So we're gonna, what are we gonna call this? Right, let's call it switcher modular shaft, and this is going to be the insert pin. Well, the insert. Let's just copy all that a minute. Right, then we want this bit. Export Modular shaft. It's not the insert anymore, it's the bottom. Alright, this bit here. Oh, what am I doing? Hang on. Right, now this bit is the... what should we call this one? That's the bottom. This is the bottom mid. Bottom mid. Okay. Then we want this bit. Oh, I do. Right, so we want that was the top mid, top, middle. Doesn't really make much sense, but anyway. Then we've got the top. Is it the top? No, top upper. Top upper. Top upper. Top upper. Then we've got the top. Top. Right, okay. So we no longer need that one. I'm going to group all these together. Actually, no. Undo group. We're going to make a component. Right, so now we need to bring back all the other stuff wherever we put it. What have we done with it? Stepper motor. God, I can't find it. Actuator, no. SO239s. Chassis clamps. Oh, we're in mono mode still. We want the shaft. Let's take that off a minute and that. Right, we want the shaft. Copper strip shaft. Right, there it is. There's the old one, it's all in one. We oughtn't get rid of that first. I'll leave it at that. I'll save that because I need to print one out and try it before we get rid of the original. Although it's easy to put it all back together again. I did want to modify something as well. I wanted to modify one spacing, but we'll just do it like for like for now. Right, let's open up Bamboo Studio. Let's open up the Bamboo Studio. Am I loading it twice? I think I might be loading it twice. Right. What time we got? 3 o'clock. Oh well. What am I doing here? Why is this taking so long? Maybe I've got 2 of them going. Probably clicked it twice. Yeah, I've got 2 of them going, I think. Here we go. Right, so file, new project, import. I'm going to try and import the whole lot into here. Right, so I've got to find them now. Where did I put them? Switcher, STL files, here we go, modular. Can I just select them all? Yeah, let's see if I can select them all. Load these files as a single object with multiple parts, yeah. 21 non-manifold edges, right, so okay, somehow we've selected a red. Let's go on the device a minute. Make sure we got the right device selected. There is only one. But it helps it pick up the right colours. So is this one unit now? We didn't want to do that, did we? Fix model, scale, align, distribute, add part. Right, so we don't want that. Let's not do that. Let's undo that. Right, file, import. So it asked me a question, didn't it? Was that a question? Yes, the question is futile. I've lost it. Here it is. Let's try it again. Right, let's try it again. Open it. Load these files. No. Oh, what's it done? Where's the rest of them gone? Number of currently selected objects 6. Oh, I know what it's done. It's put them all flat. That's okay. So we've got to select them and move them around. Put some flat. Same if you're trying to do text. We'll have to orient these around the right way. In the end, how many pieces we got? Looks like there's one missing. Ah, there's another one. Right. Okay, so that one's got to be the other way around, so try and do that. Yeah, it's automatically put it in. That's the right way, so it shouldn't move it. Yeah. That one shouldn't move it. This one, it shouldn't move it. Why have we got some weird colours? That one, it should leave it where it is, and this one, it's definitely leave it where it is. Yeah. So far so good. Oh, why that's a funny colour there. Never mind. Right. Okay. So I need to get these a little bit closer together if possible, just to speed it up. Not too close, just close enough, just to speed it up. Just speed it up a bit. Now that will probably need a brim on it. They'll probably need brims, these will. Right, so what we got so far? Yeah, let's put that up there a bit, and this one down there a bit. Right, so they're all flat. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to need brim and support. So we're going to go on to support, material, enable support. We'll have normal tree view. Build plate only. We can select that, but it doesn't matter. Raft support, support raft, filaments. Oh, just default. Threshold type, hang on, strength. Walls, embed the wall into the infill. Hang on. Seam position. Where am I? Wall loops 2. Embed the wall into the infill. Thickness. Bottom layers. Sparse infill. So it was support build plate only. Raft base. Hang on, is it others? Ah, here it is. Alright, so we want brim type, brim width, brim layers, brim tower, purge into the infill, skirt loops. So is that enough? Let's try it, let's slice the plate. See what it creates for us. Alright, what's it done? Let's just hide that a minute. So it's put some infill there to do the waffle. That's okay. What else has it done? Oh, it's put a little bit on. No, it hasn't. Alright. I need a brim round it because it's going to move. Skirt brim type auto. Right, hang on. Outer brim only, inner brim, inner and outer brim. Outer brim only. Slice the plate. Ah, that's what I wanted. That's what these brims are very thin and it helps it adhere to the bed. And it stops it knocking over, because we're doing something like that, they knock over. Okay, I think we'll go for that. Let's print it. Alright, we'll have bed leveling on, and let's go send. So I've got a little bit of white ABS left on the reel. I bought some more, another couple of rolls. 1 kilogram rolls. I've got some black, I've got some red and silver. Buy about 6 rolls, 5 or 6 rolls for about £75. Yeah, so but it lasts a long time. Depends on, I don't print all the while, I only print stuff I need, so I don't have it constantly going like these print farms. They're just churning out toys and stuff, and it'll soon be worn out basically. So I only use it for printing what I need really. Right, what's it going to take? 33 minutes. Let's just bring in the nozzle up to temperature and the bed. I don't know, I could switch the fan on. I know you can switch the light on and off. So it's going to use this one here. See, it hasn't detected that colour. That's a bit of black left, so that's the silver ABS. I only buy ABS now. That's a bit of red PLA I've got left over. I bought a roll of red ABS to replace that. That melts at 55 degrees. This melts at 90. So, and this ABS is UV compliant as well. Right, so let that carry on. I'll just keep an eye on it from time to time. Right, so where did we get to? Oh, that was part of the old shaft, so that can go. So we need that to come over here, right, to replace this one. So if I can grab, let's hide the actuator. I'll grab this one by the corner there, bring it over to here, put it there. That guarantees it's in the right place. Should do. If I turn off, I said I was going to keep it, but probably not. So if I turn off now, what am I turning off? Let's turn off the top. Right, so that just leaves the old one. So if I press delete, and I've got these separate tiers, and bring the top back. There we are. Actuator back on. Oh no, we've lost the actuator. So undo layers, undo layers, undo close, undo open, undo erase. Yeah, because that actuator's part of the old one. Right, I better bring the bearings back so I don't lose that as well. So that actuator needs to cut and turn off spindle top, so now we can get rid of that. Now the balls are part of it as well, look. Alright, so let's get rid of all that. It's got the balls back. So them balls need to come into this model. So does the actuator. Have I just deleted the actuator again? Haven't I? Right. Undo erase. Right, let's put everything back on. Where's the actuator gone? What have I done with it? Hang on. I've lost it. Lost the actuator. Oh, have I lost the actuator? Undo layers, undo layers, undo layers, undo close, undo close, undo open, undo open, undo layers, undo close, undo cut. That's alright. I cut it and I forgot to paste it. Right, so cut it, come out of there, paste it in place. Right, so go into this. This is the section, so not that. That's the old one. It's still got the ball bearings, I think. No, it hasn't. So go into that. Yeah, it has got the ball bearings. Alright, let's cut these out. Paste them in place. Go into this. So is that just going to get rid of that now? And nothing else? Maybe. Let's just delete it. So we've got all back again, I think. No, what about the copper strip? Copper strip. Oh, it's still there. Copper strip shaft. Right. It's too confusing. Let's have a look what's going on here. Auto bed leveling. That's alright. Let that carry on for a bit. Oh dear, there must have been an easier way of doing this without doing... Right. Okay. So SO239's come back. Yeah, that's okay, it's the right one. So I've got different versions of that. Yeah. Right, so we've got sections. So we want this, 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 and this, and this, that, and that to be grouped. Okay, We don't need copper strip shaft. Oh no, that's still that copper strip. Yeah, it's probably the shaft. Right, okay. So layer 0, copper strip shaft, copper strip. Right, cut, paste in place. So we've got copper strip. We need to, is it all grouped together? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it gets complicated when you've got different things going on, right? Yeah, so what you do is you take off the stepper motor add-on, put the bottom aluminium on. So that's what you're going to see out the bottom. And when you want to put your, I'll have to put some rubber feet on here or something. You'll get your screwdriver in there, you lever that out. So you lever that out and you get your bottom, no, hang on, the insert. So turn the insert off, then you can put in your stepper motor add-on, which replaces that insert. Yeah, so that the steel shaft replaces the insert. Anyway, so let's see what's going on. Let's put it all back together for a minute. SO239s, chassis clamps. Is it all there? Looks like it. And the lid. Yeah, aluminium lid and the fixings. All the fixings. Right, that's it then. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. The next thing is to design a waterproof enclosure for it. Waterproof enclosure next. Oh, there we go. Started going at it. 24 minutes. So hopefully we'll come back in 24 minutes and we'll be able to slot it all together and then see if it's able to stand the pressure. Stand the pressure of being twisted. Yeah, I had to tidy up today. Just going through a load of old hard drives and stuff. Still got these things. Still got these things to test as well. Still got these parallel and serial old school dongles with voltmeters on to test. So the only way we'll test that is to get one of these old computers. Power it up and plug them in basically. So one of my boxes came in okay for it, and the little wrapper. I used to put my circuit board in. Never used any. Never sold any. I got a load of empty boxes and that's all I'm using. Right, what else we got? Not a lot. So anyway, let's go back to the model, see what else we're going to look at. Yeah, so we need we've got a weatherproof enclosure already. Let's open up another SketchUp and bring that weatherproof enclosure in, because that's basically the electronics for it apart from the stepper motor driver. So I need to make room for a stepper motor driver. They're only small, so maybe I can figure a way of attaching it. So what I've got to do is find 3D printed enclosure. Is that the one? I called it weatherproof, didn't I? Right, let's find it. Where did I put it? Nobody knows. New enclosure. And I called it weatherproof enclosure. No. Oh, hang on. Desktop call. Box insert. Call station. Don't know. That's the trouble. It only shows you the last 10 files. So where did I do it? It could be anywhere. Right. Is it in here? No. Could be anywhere. Oh, 3D models. Was it in 3D models? Here we go. Weatherproof enclosure. Got stuff everywhere. Alright. There it is. So this is the enclosure that I made for... Can I take the lid off? The cover. Enclosure bottom, top, front. Yeah. So this is one of my units, ESP32, with an OLED screen and various expansion slots. It's got an I2C or Stemma QT interface. It's got a Larlin TFT touchscreen display which you can use for all sorts of stuff like stepper motor add-ons. Yeah. So we've got a bit of room. We've got a cable gland at the back, 2 knockout cable gland holes at the bottom, an angled lid that slides over it. The front slides over it like that. So in theory there's no way for water to get in, and even if water got in, it's actually set in plastic. So if I take the front, what did I call that? No, can't remember what I call it now. Right, so we've got top. Oh, that's the top. Yeah, so there's a plastic in there. Then you got the PCB. There's a Node MCU with on one of my boards with an OLED. There's your TFT pins and Stemma QT, Adafruit Stemma sensor connector. Got a relay on board and a sounder and a program button for changing to station and access point mode, amongst other stuff. But what we'll be plugging into is this one here with a stepper motor driver. So we're going to run a separate. I have to run a separate little program. But behind, if you take the PCB off, where's the PCB? Oh. Which one is it? There. Yeah. So this base here, it's all part of the back, and it's got a rim around it. So any water comes in, it'll drip down the side, and it's got drain holes in the bottom. Down here, 3 drain holes. Designed because you can never stop the water from getting in, whether it's dew, humidity, anything like that. So what you do is you just allow for it. So the PCB sits inside this. Even if the fixing holes leak, it'll drip down here. Gravity will take it straight down. So in order for this to fit onto like a scaffold pole, or an aluminium tube where you'd want to mount it. So you've got two holes. You've got one for 12 volts coming in to feed this, and then you've got one for your stepper motor wire coming out. So ultimately the two will go together basically. If you do want to mount it on a flat wall or something else, you can knock that one out if you wanted to. But it's designed not to try to stop the weather other than gravity. So if you look at the front, just turn the rear off, you can see that it's got an angled rim and an overshoot. It's got an overshoot here, so water would have to go uphill in order to get in there. It would have to go uphill and down. And there's just one retaining screw with a brass insert there. And if you put the rear on, the screw, just an M3 screw that comes in the bottom, keeps the lid on. And you can fasten that to the thing. So we'd have to find a nice stepper motor board that's very small that we could wire to our expansion port. Right, anyway, so that's already sort of built, that bit. Right, okay, what's this doing? Oh, what's that? What is that? Has that knocked something over? Might have to print that bit again if it's knocked it over. It's doing okay. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's probably that shaft there, but they all look the same height at the minute, so it's probably okay. Right, oh dear, it's getting on a bit. Right, anyway, so getting tired now. Gotta go swimming later on, a bit of swimming. Yeah, swimming. So we'll let that carry on printing. Time we got 2 hours 22. We've got 14 minutes left. I think we'll hold on for 14 minutes, or shall we? Anyway, let's just say let's hold on a little bit longer. Let's go and have a look at this again. Hang on. Right, so we've got to make some kind of weatherproof enclosure for this. It's got to have 2 gland holes on it. Actually, more than 2. It's got to have one for the stepper motor. It's got to have holes all the way around. So, if that's going to tuck into, hang on, if that's going to tuck into this lollipop, this 7-band folded dipole, so that's going to have to tuck into there somewhere, like that. And then the weatherproof box cable tied to there or something. So anyway, this isn't for this, it's just an idea, because this has got a driven plate, so you don't need to switch it. But it'd be nice to store it in there all in one. Just a thought. Got to store it somewhere. So how do we make a weatherproof box for this? I'm not sure what other people do. You can either come down into a gland hole, or just don't know, just come in. So you don't want damp around the stepper motor. So somehow I've got to make a box. Do we just make a box with loads of space, or do we make it ergonomic? Probably ergonomic. Something like that shape. That it's got some flat, so you could make a bracket to sit it on inside its weatherproof box. So you have a bracket it sits on. So that needs to be weatherproof somehow. And it can sit onto the thing like that. Actually, it's got a hole there, a sort of a slight recess, so you could take advantage of that. And you could make the plastic fit around there, so like a cup. So in the bottom of your enclosure, just sits in and locks into place like that, and gravity has got it. So we'll do that, I think. So we'll form it around there. And it'll come up and have some wings on it, and then you just put your top cowl on it. So you need to take the top piece off so you can fit all the fittings, so you can screw your coaxes in and out. So that top piece will have to overhang the rest of it, so you just lift it off, lift it back on. So yeah, so possibly you might want to have some clamps to hold your coax still. Anyway, we're going to have to work that one out. But that's for another day, isn't it? Or is it? Or is it for another day? Yeah, I can't do it all in one day. Got to have a rest. I've got to go and peel some vegetables and get some soup on the go. Yeah. Let's have a quick look where we are with this one. 10 minutes left. So has it knocked that one over? And it's still going for it, isn't it? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember. Let's have a look at the preview. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't know what that is that's sticking out there. That piece, don't know what it is. We'll find out. Yeah, 9 minutes left, so I'll carry on with that. I don't know. What do we do? Just I suppose we could start on the cowl. Are we ready for the cowl? We've got the cowl for the control panel. So let's just pretend we're doing a cowl then. So we want this bit here, the bottom of the stepper motor. So I want this just to get all this geometry to use to sit it in like a cup thing. Might as well start a little bit of work on it, just the base. Oh, we'll get that as well, because then we can make a little bit of a guide for it. Okay, paste it in place. No, paste it in place, right. So I'll leave it there, we'll bring it down to the floor. So down 0.25. No, was it 1 mil? It was 1 mil. Undo move. That's 1 mil. Right, undo move. Maybe it was 0.75. Maybe it was, no, maybe it was half a mil. Right, go back a bit. Right, so it's going down 0.5. Yeah, that's it. That's what I did in the first place. Didn't look right though. Okay, let's make a new layer. ABS enclosure. Okay. So, how do we hide everything else but the enclosure? Maybe we don't. Right, so we want it to be, yeah, we need the size of this as well. So we need the edges of this so we can get an idea of the size we're trying to cover. Okay, so we need to bring that down. We'll bring that down about, I don't know, let's say 5 mil, and we'll expand it out. Let's come out, I don't know, needs to cover the PLs, so let's say 50 mil. Is that too much? Is 50 mil too much? No, that's okay. Right, okay, so we've got that there. We don't need the original. Oh yeah, we need a hole in it. Okay, so I've got that bit. Yeah, we might as well use that, haven't we? Oh. Right, so, okay. Gotta be careful I haven't selected something else. What I could do is hide in the model. Let's see if we can get this. We've got that as an add-on, so we should be able to select all this. No, that's not going to do it. Okay, so we'll group that. We'll call that so main unit. Main unit. I'll put that in the main unit and turn off the main unit and the stepper motor. Stepper motor add-on. So we're left with some geometry. So we need to expand that. So well, I think we'll keep the hex. Yeah. Hang on, is that the same size? Or I made it bigger? Stepper motor add-on. That's the same, isn't it? So yeah, we need it wider than that. Let's just have a look at this thing. It's going okay. Right, so we need to grab this, make it a bit wider. Let's say 10 mil. 10 mil wider. 10 mil enough? Yeah. 10 mil's enough. Get rid of that one. Right, then we need to keep that where it is. We need to go up to that one. Actually, that outer needs to go. Hang on. Need to move that up by 0.5, so it's all on the same plane. Yeah. Right, so this then needs to extrude up to that plus the thickness of the plastic, which is let's say it's 2 mil. So we'll go up to there plus 2 mil. Right, okay. So we've still got that going on. That's it. So we got 2 mil there, and are we... Right, this is higher, isn't it? Yeah, that's okay. Or is it on the same level? Can't tell. Slightly higher. It's 2 mil. 2 mil higher. That's okay, so that's the bottom, because that's your bottom of your plastic. But then we do need to make a surface here. So that's the outer wall. Yeah, we need to grab hold of this. And bring it in 2 mil. Okay, then we need to... So we've got 2 mil there. Needs to lift it up 2 mil. Yeah, so we need to come up 2 mil. Lift that up by 2 mil. I'm not sure if it'll let me. It might do. 2 mil. Right, so we've got 2 mil there, and we've lost. No, we don't want to do that. Undo that. So what we want to do, we want to bring this, not extrude it, but move it up 2 mil. Just literally move it up 2 mil. Okay, so we've got some plastic. Oh, we were joined up. No, I don't want that. So I need to cut it. Let's make this into a component. I need to paste it in place, then move it up by 2 mil. And cut it and paste it back in place, so we've got an inner layer to it. And then we need to probably have a look at something. Oh, we finished. Right, it's just finished. I'll give it a couple of minutes to cool down a bit. Go and have a look at that in a minute. So let's just bring back the stepper motor add-on. See what's going on. So we're at the right level there. We've got to build the walls up, and it needs to go. Yeah, we've got a bit of that's okay. So let's do the walls next. So what we want really, probably need this going up 2 mil. What's that done to it? That's hollowed it out underneath. So we don't want that. Right, so what we'll do is we'll do a bit of a trick. Right, we'll copy that. No, we don't want the whole thing. Right, so I've got copy that and we'll move it up 2 mil. Right, so we've got 2 mil there, thickness. And now we need to bring, I need to copy this. I need a copy of that. And we need to bring it up level. A copy. So it's up level, it needs to be level with the surface there. I think. Yeah. And we need to join up the insides. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, I've got to have a thickness of it. So I didn't think I'll be doing the enclosure today, but anyway, might as well start it, I suppose. Right, so we've got our layer. We haven't got our surface there, so can I get the surface on it? Yeah. Let's just join these up. Yeah, I'll go and grab that in a minute. It should have cooled down enough by now. The longer you leave it, the easier it is to take it off. Just if you go to it and it's cooled, it'll just be loose. Go to it too quick, it'll be fastened on. Right, so we've got that there. Right, so we've got your, yeah, you're in a bit there. And we've got the bottom needs to, have we got a bottom on this? That's the top. No, we don't want that actually. So I need to interact this with that surface. Intersect the faces with a model. No, I still can't grab that. Why not? Or have we got 2 layers? Let's see if we got 2 layers. No. Right, so what didn't we do? So that's the top layer, the skin. That's the bottom layer. Okay. So what are we doing wrong? Maybe we're not joining them up. Maybe we need to tell it what we're joining. No, that's not working. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is working. We need to train it. SketchUp doesn't know what we're trying to do. So we're showing it what we're trying to do. Okay, so we've got our layer. Now if we do, we should be able to take out the middle. Yeah, we don't want the middle. Right, so we've got this thing. Alright, we seem to have an overhang. I wonder why we've got an overhang there. Need to go back to X-ray a minute. So have I got a bottom? Yeah. I've got a bottom. Have I got a bottom? No, I haven't got an inside bottom. So I'm still selecting the outside one. So what I need to do is draw. It's probably because this is in the way. I need to grab this out the way. Cut it. I'll paste it in place there for a while. Go into here and we'll just draw a line from there to there. That should give us our inner floor. Yes, it does. And should be able to keep our outer floor as well. That's good. Now I need to come out of there, grab that, cut it, go back in, paste it in place. And we need a bit of a shroud around it. So we've got 2mm. So we need to bring up the floor. So bring up the floor by another 2mm. And this centerpiece, we need to make it a bit smaller. By about 1mm. It's just a locator, so we're going to get rid of that one and we're going to bring this up. 2mm, that should do it. Have we got 2mm on the stepper motor? We have. We're okay. We've got more than 2mm, so that'll locate it in place. Right, so we're getting there. Let's just grab hold of this whole thing and see if we can lose any of the lines. It won't let us. Can we get rid of them now? Yeah, we can get rid of them now. Because we had to show SketchUp what we were trying to do because it gets confused. Right, so we're the wrong colour. That is inside though. Yeah, let's change it. Let's get it all white. Okay, that'll do. I mean, you could go to the extreme and do all the other bits. Do we want to go to the extreme? I suppose we'd better add. OCD, a bit of OCD. Oops. Oh, is that it? No. We didn't do that one. Oh, I don't know what happened. I must have let go of it. Right, so that's that. Yeah. Now the edges. These edges. Alright, we'll go and grab the thing in a minute. Should have cooled down enough by now. Just get this into a position. Right, so we've got... Okay, that's okay for now. Right, bring back the stepper motor add-on and the main unit. It's big, but there's enough room for the PL259s to come out and to a landing L or a guide. Right, anyway, let's go and grab the 3D print. Right, so I'll go and grab it, and back in a second. Alright, we're back. Let's have a sip of this. Right, there it is. Let's try and... Oh, what's all that around it? Right, so there's the bits. It's all got the brim on it. So I'm just gonna show you how easy it is to take apart. So just gonna pull that out. Look at that, it's just come out. Nice part. So I'll put that down there. Let's get the next bit. That bit has got to take the waffle out the bottom. It's got a bit of black on it, I don't know why. And we've got our pin. And whatever that is, insert. Then our wiper blade thing with a waffle in it, and the last bit, the stops, and that is a bit of scrap. It's very thin, nothing to it. Right, let's see if we can assemble it. So what is on the end of this? Must have got a bit of black something on there. Right, so just take the waffle out of it. Oh, it's just come out. I don't know what that is there. Must have mixed up the nozzle colours somehow. Right, so that's okay. Doesn't mean anything, it just means it's discoloured slightly. So let's show you that. Block out all colours. It's not going to let you see it. It's not that clever. I can adjust it, but anyway. Right, so that's the top. There's the shaft. The insert should have a tiny bit of, hang on, we've got a bit of brim on it still. No, we haven't. It's supposed to be round, that's it. There's a small angle on it where you can get your screwdriver in, you can't see it. Right, so we've got the stop, which is nothing to pull off the stop. It's just ready as it is. And we've got the ball bearing holder, nothing to do with that. Nothing to do. And the only thing, hang on, we've got this little insert here. Nothing to do with that. Now this is the only thing we've got to do something with. We've got to knock out the waffle there and pull out got the insert. Now you can't get the insert out. I've got another set of long nose. So I've got these thin things just to push into there to try and get dislodge the waffle. Don't want to mess with it too much because I'll let the copper strip push that through. Yeah, so just getting this is the only problematic one. So what you want is a piece of thin shim steel to push through there to save your contact. But anyway, we don't need to unblock that to assemble it. So I'll leave it like that. Right, so let's try and assemble it. So this piece pushes into there, I believe. Does it? Yeah, so that goes up into there, like that. Then you've got, I'm doing this the wrong way around really. And this one pushes over top of there, like that, just like that. Of course the compression holds it all together. And this bit would have to sit over top of there, like that. So far so good. Then we've got the bottom that slots into the other bit. Oh, hang on, have I made a mistake? Oh, I might have made a mistake here. Yeah, that doesn't look wide enough. Right, hang on then. So there's a mistake. So there's the shaft that pushes in the bottom. Oh no, we're missing something. What are we missing? Ah, that's upside down. That's why. That's upside down. Yeah, I got it upside down. So that push that shaft into there. That's a dead fit. Right, is he all the way in? Yeah, he's all the way in. Right, so that's right. So it wasn't a mistake. It's just I got it upside down. So then that fits onto there. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. Alright. Yeah, so there you go. And it's got a little tiny bit of play, but it's more the plastic flexing. Right, anyway, that's it. It's all together. There we go. Right, so we'll have to take that all apart. Now the question is, can you put your screwdriver in there and lever it out? I've got a little bit of a gap for your screwdriver. It was quite a tight fit. Will I be able to get it out again? Not from there, but if it's leaning against the aluminium, maybe I can lever it like that. Anyway, so far so good. So we've made it buildable without too much waffle. Looks neater as well. The old one was all weird because it had overhangs and stuff. Yeah, so now it looks a bit more like you've bought it. I could go in here and alter the face cam. If I go edit, configure the video, I should be able to alter the focus enough. Alright, camera control, exposure, focus, untick autofocus. So I should be able to get you right up on there. You can see my nails need trimming again, and yeah. Anyway, that's the thing. I'll put it back on auto. Yeah, and that's, my skin looks a bit red, so can I alter that? Brightness, saturation. Is that better? Yeah, let's keep it like that. Right, okay. Anyway, so have we done what we said we were going to do? Let's have a look. It's modular spindle breaking apart. We've also gone a bit more and gone ahead and started the, let's do a little bit more on this, a little bit more just for another few minutes. It looked like only half a thing at the minute, so we need to bring the sides in. So if we do the same again, oops, what am I doing? So if I bring this, get these sides, bring them in 2 millimeters. 2 millimeters, and then bring that up. Now I don't know how far to go up. We'll have a look in a minute. Right, so it's got to cover the actuator knob. So if we go up, hang on, don't hide the rest of the model, lift that up and just go up only onto the top of there and give it an arbitrary amount of 10 mil. Right, okay, so that's the there's quite a lot of space there. Because if you're going to have a cover weatherproof, you might as well stick all your PLs inside as well. Yeah, might as well do that. Now the question is this printable? Will it fit inside the printer? Yeah, easy. Can do 256, so it's less than 200 mil. Right. Of course, we don't like to see square things. So we'll just go in 1 mil, and we'll move this down 1 mil, and have a look at it in 3D, because you might have inadvertently, oh, it's got loads of thickness there. That's fine, that's okay. In fact, you could go a bit more. We'll leave it like that though, 1 mil's enough. Right, so I need to do the same with the bottom of this other bit. Now that one might be a different story. Might need to make that thicker. Alright, let's just do the same with this one. It's still the same shape as the other one, so effectively you could have a gland hole either side if you wanted. No, what's happening there? Oh, wrong tool, wrong tool. Right, 1 mil, and we'll bring it down 1 mil. Okay, have a look in 3D. It might need to make the base thicker. Yeah, because you've got a nice corner there. Oh, it's probably okay. It'll be alright. Right, so we've got that going on. So you got your so your PLs will come. I don't know whether to bring them out the side. Yeah, because otherwise you'll have to bring loads through one end. It's better if you bring them out separately. So that's the top, but we need to split this. We need to have an inner and an outer, so the top cover fits over the top. So we'll have to do that. Right, let's just get the outer size. Right, we'll copy that, paste it in place. Do you need to give it a spacing? Probably, otherwise it'll be too tight to fit. Not a lot though. You don't need a lot, so let's just say 0.5 is too much. 0.25. There we go. So we've got 0.25. So have I got a surface yet? So I need to go 2 mil up. So 0.25. Oh, that was the inner clearance, wasn't it? Yeah, we don't want to do that yet. So we've got the inner clearance. What have we got going on there? Oh, that's the wall. Right, we've got the wall. That's the bottom piece. So we need to come out another 2 mil. So I need to grab all that again. Oh, I might have grabbed the motor, so I've got to be careful. So I need to grab all that apart from that. Come out. Oh, it's lost it all. Oh, I need to grab that. I have to do it slowly, bit by bit. Is that it? Yeah. I need to come out 2 mil. Okay, so I've got the 2 mil. I need to come down, but I'll come down all the way, but you don't need to come down all the way. Oh, we need a thickness to it. So, right. Okay, we'll do it. We'll grab that, copy it, we'll move it down level with that, and then we'll grab the outer. It's a bit long-winded way of doing it. Right, so grab that and then we'll move, copy that again. I'll come down and we'll go level with that. And we'll join it up. Join the insides up first. Join the insides up. Oh god, it's a lot of scrolling around. It's a big job in itself, this, never mind. What? I'll just put in the inner wall. Inner wall. Before we can put the outer wall on. Could have done it another way, but we might as well do it this way. As soon as we've started it. Right. Right, how many more? 2 more, is it? Can't tell. Alright, let's just go do another one. Is this the last one? Is this gonna bring colour 2 up? No, only 1. Right, so God knows. Right. Oh, or has it done it? No, it hasn't. Oh, it might have done. Yeah, it's done it. Let's have a look. X-ray. Yeah, it's done it. So that's done the inner wall. What we need now is to connect up the outer wall. Two millimeters. 2 millimeters thick is normally good. What you can get away with 1.5, but for something that's going to get smashed around in the wind, probably a little bit thicker won't hurt. Is that the last? I think so. Alright, let's come out of X-ray mode. Right, so we've got that there, and it sits over and it's flush with the bottom of the bezel, well, the top of the bezel. I think we need to put these little pieces in. Is that the one? Don't know if I got the right one there. Yeah, that's right. And this bit. That's it. Okay. Right, it's gone and done the rest, so I don't need that there. It just needed to be shown what to do. Right. Okay, and we need to reverse the face. Right, so we've got the lid where we're flush with the actual same level, so we need to move this bit. Have we got a surface? No, we haven't got a surface. So how do we select just that now? I didn't make it into anything, did I? So what have I got? I've got that, which is probably selected too much stuff. Yeah, let's unselect. Can I unselect stuff? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Maybe. Let's take it up 100 mil. Let's make sure we haven't moved anything else with it. No, looks like it's okay. And we haven't got a lid. So what we need to do now is create a lid, or move that down. So if we can move these down, can we move them down? No, we won't be able to. Right, so I need to add a lid first. So if I just, or have I got a lid? Hang on. Oh, I've got a lid. I've got the lid, so I'll need to go. Yeah, I need to go up 2 mil with it. 2 mil, and I'll probably have to go up 2 mil with that, but then I'll be back to square one, won't I? No, let's go up with 2 mil with that as well. Right, so what have we got? We've got something weird going on. Oh, why have I got the original there? Okay, so I must have copied. Yeah, I've still got the original guide in there by the looks of it. Yeah, so we don't need that because we've got clearance now. Right, I don't think so. Hang on. Oh, not sure. Let's just go with it, see what happens. Oh, I see. So are we going to lose our... No, we're okay, aren't we? Yeah, we're okay. We had an extra piece we didn't want. Oh, we've took the lid off. We'll have to put the lid back on in a bit. Right, it's yeah, there's easier ways of doing this, but as soon as I've already started, okay. So, you never know, I might be able to have one of these out in the garden. And I could put different aerials up, long wires and things, and play around with them. You never know. Right. So that's sort of okay, apart from we don't want this. Don't want that, or that, or that, or that, or that, or that, or that. Oh, we've got a bit of extra going on here. Right. And it might be too big. We might be able to get away with less, but we're trying to cover the PLs up as well. So we'll end up with just enough room for the coax to come through uphill, so any rain just drips off it. So we don't need to worry about water ingress if we do it the right way. If we do it the right way around, maybe. Right, so we're okay there. Okay, so let's have a look at that in normal mode. Right, so we've got, yeah, we've just got the wrong colours going on here. Right, let's just get these the right colours. That one's already been done. Right, so yeah, okay. So that one will sit over top of the other one. Let's make it into something. Make a component, so it'll be the lid. And what we got down here, this is the base. That's already a thing. Okay, now if we put that over the other one, line it up down there, see what that's like. It might not be, it might be too low. Is it too low? No, it's okay, isn't it? It's okay. Right. Yeah, so it's quite big, about 200 mil. It's not too bad. Keeps it all contained within. Right, so we need to work out the holes. Not now though. Oh, hang on. Let's just sort this out. We don't like sharp corners. Oops, wrong tool by the looks of it. Yeah. So 1 mil. That'll do. Right, so we've got that. And we've got sharp corners again. No, I won't show sharp corners. Well, we want them, but not on the outside. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to push them down. Oh no, hang on. That'll be on a slant. Does it matter? No. Doesn't matter. 1 mil. It's 1 mil. Too much. It's not too bad, is it? Looks weird though. Oh well. Yeah, we don't want that. That's going to be awkward. So I need to bring that in. One mil. Then move that down by 1 mil. Yeah, that's better. I've got the little gap there to push it over. Okay. Right, you could put a couple of drain holes in if you wanted, right at the bottom. Right. So let's create a ABS enclosure. So we're going to create two main, so ABS bottom and ABS lid. So that's the bottom, ABS lid, and we're going to group them together and put it in the ABS enclosure. So turn off the ABS enclosure. Just got that unit back again. Right, okay. So I've just got to put gland holes on based on these sizes. There's your drain holes as well. So we could copy them over or just measure them. Not at the minute though. Not at the minute. Right, let's bring back the enclosure. Looks quite a big thing. What's it look like with X-ray? Alright, so you've got quite a bit of gap at the top. Could be made smaller. What we haven't got is any way to fix it. We don't want holes in it, so you almost want like some way of fastening it. Anyway, that's probably enough for one day. There's quite a lot of space around the bottom. In reality, you don't need the space around here. You need enough for your cable to come out. And yeah. Anyway, that's enough for one day. Oh, we should colour it really. It's not going to be white, it's going to be black. Right, ABS, it's going to be a similar colour to that. Is that too dark? That's okay. Right, let's just colour it. And now the bottom. Alright, let's colour the bottom. And the insides. Okay, where did we get to? Lost it. Right, here we go. More of it, more of the same. More of the same. Okay. So what happened here? Why is that just straight? Right, I don't know why that's just straight. We don't like straight, do we? So let's grab some of these. We don't want a sharp edge on it. So we'll come in. One mil. And down 1 mil. Okay. Oh, that's the outer bit. Why have we got a bit of white going on there? Must have missed a bit. Oh, got lots of white here. Obviously didn't do the lid. There's always one bit left. Right, so what holds the lid on? Nothing at the moment. If you put a gravity holds it on at the minute. But if you put a hole in, you're going to get water getting in it. So it needs to have a lug on it and to be screwed from the bottom. Similar to this. So if you take away the rear, you see a lug and it's screwed from the bottom in that hole there. Holds it on. The water just drips down. So anyway, that's for another day. Alright, so it's a weird looking thing, yes it is. You could just as well make it, but it's a big waste of space. And at least you could make a bracket to sit it on. You could form a bracket, a clamp system that it just sits in. Some kind of clamp that you can probably 3D print it again. That goes onto a pole, a scaffold pole, or whatever you're using, and it just piece comes round. Just you slot it in. So you slot that. So what you do is you slot. Enclosure, lid. So you get this piece, do all your wiring, you push that in and it sits in place. So it's got a recess that will fit the stepper motor onto, so it holds it still, and you put your stepper motor in and your unit, you wire it all up. Now you've got to decide what we're going to do here. Whether we have a slot. Probably have a slot, yeah, we'll have a slot there, level with that. So your coax will just sit in a slot. And then when the lid goes on, it has another slot. Actually, it needs to have a staggered slot. It needs to come in here and up and round slightly, very slightly, or a gland. Anyway, that's for another day. So all that detail is now gone to Davy Jones's locker. You can't see it anymore unless you go X-ray. That's probably next. Hang on, let's just manipulate that a little bit. So, sort of like that. Right, that's going to be the next one then. Anyway, you know what's coming now. Right, you know what's coming next. So, anyway, that's it for today. 3 hours 36. Bummer now. Right, bye for now. Thanks for watching. Ta-da!
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. The art of leadership is delegation.
That information is not available. This constitutes all available data.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.